What's going on, everyone? Juicebags here, and welcome back to the channel. The Diablo IV open beta is rapidly approaching, and one thing players are going to want to do is farm out that legendary gear. So if you get through the game, you get to level 25, or if you just want to do some farming for some legendaries, this is probably the best spot in the game for legendary farming, or some gold or some salvage materials as well. And we are, of course, talking about Annika's Claim, this particular dungeon. It is located just south and slightly west of the Bear Tribe Refuge. And this particular one, you can go through and clear the basic loop of this dungeon in just 3 or 4 minutes. If you're using a rogue or a sork in this current or past beta weekend, you can do it in like 2 minutes. However, I've been barbing out on a spin-to-win barb, and it's still a super fast experience. There's no need to complete this dungeon, particularly if you're already level 25, as the boss doesn't drop anything. So all you need to do is go through and farm the chests and the elite mobs. Of course, chests and elites are going to be where all those legendaries are dropping. So we just basically come on into the map. Just start running on through. You see we got a chest already before we even got our first mob. And I generally will loot everything. I'll loot everything in here just because it's a good source of gold. And considering we're at that level 25 cap, we can't pursue any further levels. It makes it so that gold is kind of a hot commodity. So as we're farming out, we're going to run out of gold, especially if you do any sort of upgrades or changes or anything at all to your gear. Now you're going to want to go through and farm all of these animus carriers, and then additionally all of the elites that are just scattered throughout. And there's one big loop we want to do, all based around this animus urn. So we're just going to go ahead and head on through. And we see we've got another animus carrier right up here. Let's just go ahead and smack him down. And hopefully we get some good legendaries here. The best run I've had, I think I've gotten like 5. And then the worst, of course, is 0. However, you very consistently can completely fill your inventory in just a matter of minutes. And it makes it real nice for farming up those salvage materials and gold, because, once you fill up on salvage materials, if you're out of gold, this is an easy way to get it, is by selling all of these rares. So once again, all you have to do is pop the chests and kill the elites, and there is an abundant amount of both of those throughout this experience here. So animus carrier once again. Now, generally speaking, you see the progress bar here. Once you fill that progress bar, there's a good chance that you may have gotten all of the animus carriers or elites already. You can just finish the loop as you go on through, and just to make sure, and then you are done. So that is it. Like I said, no need to finish this dungeon. You don't get anything at all off of the end boss. So don't bother pursuing everything past that point of these animus and these elites. But you see how many pieces are dropping. I've gotten 2 legendaries already on the ground. This particular run, we'll check those out here in just a moment. This is just a hot spot. I had doubts at first when people were talking to me about it, but it is definitely a good one, that is for sure. So hot place to farm up the legendaries, just no doubt about it. So we got another animus carrier here. We're still not full up on that progress bar. However, we have almost completed the loop already. Now there's also cursed pylons and cursed chests that can spawn inside of here. Of course, if those spawn, it takes a few minutes to do them. But in my opinion, it's worth it. It's worth spending the extra time getting the various resources that could possibly drop there. And let's just continue on through. It looks like we finished our loop. We know we finished the loop because we are back to the animus urn. So now we're just going to go ahead and leave the dungeon. Maybe. Here we go. Once we leave the dungeon, we can teleport back to town. salvage our gear, throw our legendaries in our stash, whatever we need to do, and then run on back. So we got each time a core skill deals direct damage, you get a charge or leap bonus. And then we got attacking enemies with a basic skill increases the damage of your next core skill cast by 12%. So 2 legendaries on that run. I quite regularly completely fill my bag just going through this. And then once you are off in Vendored, just go ahead and open up your map and reset dungeons. And oh yeah, you can pop on in and run it again. So very, very easy to farm this one out. Like I said, most of the time I can get it done on this barb here in 3 to 4 minutes. And the barb is without a doubt the slowest of the characters that have been available in the very first beta. But hopefully that helps everyone farm up their super sweet legendary gear in the open beta that is upcoming for Diablo 4. So thanks a ton for watching, and I will see you next time around. Take it easy.